What's happening, friends? Hit us up if you want. 877-77-BOBBY. Let's do the news.
Bobby's Big
Story.
Police said a woman pretending to be a licensed plastic surgeon in Doral, Florida was arrested after a man said his face was disfigured as a result of a nose job that she administered. Boy, how brave do you have to be to fake as a plastic surgeon?
It makes me think of that doctor that would do back surgeries on people, Dr. Death or something. It's crazy.
She was in the middle of performing another procedure on a different patient on Thursday when detectives got to the office and arrested her mid-surgery. Well, then what happens to that person just sitting there?
Crazy.
Because maybe she does good jobs on some people, and that person's got a half-built nose. Dang. On February 15th, 2020, one of her former patients got rhinoplasty surgery, which is a nose. But over the next few months, the patient said he saw that his nose was not healing correctly. He met with the doctor again to repeat the surgery. It happened again. It didn't heal well. It started to be deformed. So he called and asked for her medical license number, but she would not give it. So the patient called law enforcement, and then that's when they jumped in and realized she was not a real-life surgeon.
That is crazy.
She had to have some sort of semi-training, right? You don't just hop in naked. Like you've got to like fail a class, have done it a little bit, done it on animals. I don't know. You just don't jump in with no experience at all and go, let me just see what happens.
They got YouTube videos on any of that stuff?
Probably.
Yeah.
You know, now that you talk. That's a crazy story. All right, more in the news.
Bobby's Other Big
Story.
The Grammys ratings were terrible. That's pretty much the story.
Ooh.
Award shows just are not going to be as good number-wise as they used to be because nothing is. But yeah, the Grammy Awards were terrible.
Did you watch it?
No.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I watched some clips of it back. Mike D and I did a whole emergency podcast on the Grammys on the Bobbycast because it's a music show. But he watched it all. A lot of the performances were recorded, and he liked that part of it because it looked like movies. I was like, well, that's a music video. I can watch a music video anywhere. But it did not do well. And those numbers are also counting the live streaming.
Wow. Okay.
It's just a different world we're in. I think a streaming partner should pick it up and give us the country Grammys. And we watch all the performances, the country Grammys, the awards. And then if we want to dibble-dabble over in some of the other pop stuff, we can. But if you want to watch the hip-hop Grammys, that's a different show.
Ooh.
So it's an hour long, built exactly with what you would want. You can still see all the awards. That would be kind of the dream gig. And also the Grammys aren't really real. I mean, they are once you get it. But the whole voting process is a little sus, you know?
Sus.
Here we go. Doctors in Michigan are under investigation after Instagram photos surfaced. And it shows them playing guess the weight with organs they just removed from patients.
Oh.
That sounds like something that we would do if we were doctors.
We're not doctors.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, if we were and we all happened to be in the operating room together, Bobby'd be like, $100, I'll bet you that.
Eddie, get that heart.
Here's the thing. You got to make sure there's no phone anywhere.
Wait, but so I get that that's probably not okay, but is it really bad?
Doctors in Michigan are under investigation after posting Instagram snaps of themselves playing a Price is Right type game in which they tried to guess the weight of organs they had just freshly sliced out of their patients. According to the New York Times, the docs are medical residents employed by Spectrum Health in Grand Rapids. One of their Instagram posts, why are you posting this on Instagram? You should be, even if it's not illegal, it's obviously going to be looked at in a way of people going, should you be doing that?
But again, I got to ask, I guess, is it that bad?
I don't know, but I'm saying it doesn't have to be against the rules to be dumb.
Yeah, I know, and you'd think surgeons would be smart.
Put that on the dark web, Instagram. So they're possibly in trouble. Quote, we were shocked and dismayed when we learned that surgical images were posted on Instagram account not connected to Spectrum Health. And maybe that's part of it.
Oh, yeah.
People's bodies on Instagram without permission of it. Without permission for it. None of the doctors have been identified. That'd be funny.
I mean, we'd totally play that game.
Yeah, I'm not too good for the game. I just don't think a doctor should be doing that on... Heck, do it not on Instagram. You guys can bet, have a little pull.
Yeah, just don't record it.
All right, everybody put $1 in. All right, that pancreas. All right, that's your news.
Bobby's Big
Story.
Yesterday, Nico Moon came by my house. You know Nico Moon? I just had it
Yeah,
for a
good
good time, even if it takes
all
all
night.
night.
Of course. So good.
So he came over and we talked for like 45 minutes. It'll be on Friday's Bobbycast.
Cool dude.
Love the guy.
He seemed super cool when he came in. Like, just his vibe, his energy.
He
wears
seems happy.
Yeah.
So happy.
Right?
Covered in tattoos. You know, he grew up in a really small town in Georgia. So he's super country, but also grew up right when hip-hop was just exploding. So he's got like a little bit of that in him too. And he brought his wife with him. And so she's sitting in the chair. We're at my house. She's sitting in the chair and he's sitting at the table. And we're talking about Good Time a little bit. And she wrote it with him. I had no idea. They didn't even say that.
Cool.
But she wrote it with him, and I was like, come up to the microphone. So here they are talking about celebrating their number one together.
We've been able to celebrate it together.
This is my first number one as a songwriter, so it's been a really exciting week at the Moon House for sure.
I'm super proud of her because now, like, everybody gets to find out how amazing of a songwriter she is. I mean, that's the main thing that really impressed me about her when we first met was, you know, we were hanging out the first time around a guitar, and I said, just play me some stuff that you wrote because I knew she was an artist. And, I mean, I was just floored. Ridiculous songwriter, and so we've always had that mutual respect with each other, and now, like, I feel like everyone's going to get to find out about that.
So that'll be up Friday. This week's Bobbycast on Friday. You can subscribe to the Bobbycast, and Friday morning it'll just pop up there. But cool dude. Like, you just want to hang around the guy. And then he also changed his name to Moon officially like 8 years ago.
Oh, it's not his real last name.
I was like, what's up with Moon? Because she was like the Moon household. I was like, your guys' real name's Moon? I was like, because my real last name's not Bones. And they were like, yeah, I changed it like 8 years ago.
Wow.
And so I don't know what his last name was. It's probably like Herb Bekowitz, Johnston, Wilson. You know, who knows? But check it out Friday. Here is Nico Moon right now with Good Time.
Bobby Bones Show.
I'll be in Valdosta, Georgia tonight, which I haven't been since we used to get our brains kicked in playing college football. I used to do play-by-play. We go down to just get beat bad. It's called Titletown in Division II.
Oh, great.
Tonight, though, I'm going down. I'm speaking at the Children's Advocacy Center. My mouth is so dry today.
Yeah, but that's already a difficult
Nah,
one.
it shouldn't be for me. I'm a professional broadcaster.
You're going you're going to speak to
Yes,
people.
I'm going to speak to Advocacy Center.
Hey. You know.
Anyway, I'll be there tonight in Valdosta if you guys want to come down to that. It's the 2021 Anchored and Hope Benefit Dinner featuring me. They told me to wear jeans and a blazer.
Oh, good look.
Now I got to go find a blazer. But I'll be doing that tonight. Can't wait to see you guys. In the next segment, I finally was able to prank Caitlin. I can never get her. I got her last night.
Okay, can't wait.
She's always good at being like, I'm not falling for this. But I got her last night, and I'll play that for you because I have it recorded. We'll do that next. So last night, I told Caitlin, I said, hey, I have to cut this video for this wedding planning company. They want me to be a spokesperson for them. So just watch. I'm going to cut this video. Just tell me if I'm saying anything wrong. And so I put the camera on her, but she thinks I'm doing a selfie video. So I've got my phone up. It's really recording her. And you can see this on my TikTok, Mr. Bobby Bones. It's recording her, but she thinks, again, I'm doing a selfie video. And let me be honest. As far as our wedding planning is going, I hadn't done a whole lot.
No.
Occasionally, I lend my ear. But I haven't done much. And so when I start doing this video, I'm acting like I'm an expert in wedding planning. And you hear her in the background. Here you go.
It's actually infuriating to me.
Stop laughing.
For someone who won't help, and then you want to make money off of it.
Stop laughing.
Yeah, freaking right.
Hold on.
No, you haven't planned a thing. You haven't planned a
Hold on, stop
freaking
talking.
thing.
Hey guys, Bobby Bones here. I understand the pain you're going through.
No, he doesn't. He hasn't planned one thing. He won't even go to a meeting.
Stop. Hey guys, it's Bobby Bones. I want to help you with wedding planning.
No, he doesn't. He literally doesn't know what he's doing.
As a guy who has been in charge of parts of his wedding, I would like to share with you what I've learned from this wedding experience. And I think they would be the best wedding planners to go with.
That's great.
So she wouldn't let me. She's like, it's not true. In the background, you hear CCR.
Yeah, you guys are jamming, man. Sounds like you're at a bar. You're at your house. That's awesome.
But you can watch that, Mr. Bobby Bones. She's like, I'm not having this. She will not stand by, even for me to make a buck, which, by the way, this wasn't real. She will not let me lie.
That's funny.
She's like, we won't do it.
It's a good girl right there.
You're lying. So I did that yesterday. I went and got my vaccine yesterday, and I took my doctor's note because medically I was cleared inside of the stage, and I just didn't want to get there and be like, okay, what are you trying to do here? So I had my doctor's note. I go up and I show up, and I'm ready. I get my ID, doctor's note. I got, I brought some extra spit just in case. I got a little blood sample, urine. I got it all on my belt, right? I got everything just in case. And so I get there, and I go this way, and everybody's walking in and out. It's a good crowd down at the city center, going in and out. And I walk to the first place, and they go, okay, I'm in A through E, last name. So I walk up, and I sign my little thing. They're like, all right, go on through. You're here. Appointment's ready. Walk around. Go to the next people. All right, you're good. All right. You're getting the Pfizer shot? Okay, good. Go ahead, next. They never checked a single thing. I sat down.
Oh.
They went, all right, here you go, buddy. Boop. Then they said, go sit down for 15 minutes so your neck, in case you have some sort of like swelling or allergic shot or allergic. And they were like, okay, 15 minutes, you're not allergic to it, you can go home. They never checked a thing.
Wow.
I think they just want people to get it.
Yeah.
They didn't check ID. They didn't check my doctor's note. I felt like everybody was legit, but what do I know? But walked in, walked out. My arm is not even really sore. I had no side effect last night.
Cool.
So I'm halfway there. I go back April 5th to get my other one. But the crazy thing was, when you go in, everybody was so nice. I mean, it's like a party. You walk in and you're like, hey, I'm here to get my COVID shot. And they're like,
Hey.
they're like, you are? Come on over, buddy.
Hey.
It's like whenever they're like, I'm going to go pants. That's my answer. Like, good answer, good answer. They're like, I'm here to get my COVID shot. Yeah, yes you are. Yes you are. High fives. Everybody was in a good mood.
Like real high fives?
No, but like I could feel in their head they were high fiving me.
Right.
Yeah.
Even
Big
hugs.
smiles. They were like, congratulations.
That's cool.
Felt like you won something.
Yeah.
So I went in. Yeah, I go back April 7th, maybe April 5th or April 7th, and then I'm fully vaccinated.
It's great.
Yeah, I'm not for a little bit, but I realize now that since my dad's moving in with me and I'm a caregiver,
Yeah, you can now
can
get
I
it.
bump up?
There are a lot of ways, and like in 1C where we are here, which by the way, Mississippi's about to go. Oh, come one, come all.
Oh, okay.
So in the next couple of weeks, my prediction is everybody's gonna be able to get it. It's moving way faster than we thought. They're now doing 2 and 3 million, maybe 4 million one of the days. So you're gonna be able to get it soon. And you are now a caregiver.
Yeah.
You also work in media.
I didn't see that on the thing. When I was looking at the different sections in the description below, I don't know. I didn't see elderly caregiver. I saw like if you're a caregiver for a child that is high risk, like there's a section for you. So I don't know. I guess I'll just show up
I qualified twice for high risk.
because of
How?
you and
Me, I have 2 different.
you spleen and Another.
Yeah, and other. That's all we're saying right now.
Okay, the
Yeah,
blank.
I qualify twice for high risk.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
veterinarians are now able to give the vaccine to humans.
So I can just go to my dog's vet and be like, "What up?"
They're being given the green light to start administering the coronavirus vaccine. It's already been revealed dentists, but now it looks like vets. They're like, let's go. EMTs, midwives, optometrists, paramedics, physician assistants,
Wait, my dentist?
radio personalities.
No, stop.
Line up, guys.
I got you.
My dentist can administer the vaccine?
According to this, if they can't, they'll be able to. I think if they've trained at giving shots for any reason whatsoever, which they
A
can't.
lot of dentists
They
like
numb
give,
your mouth.
of course, they stick needles in your mouth or they give Botox for your jaw, like TMJ stuff.
I don't think that they're giving anyone a needle who isn't trained to have a needle, but if your job has needle training, I think they consider you trained enough to be able to give a single shot.
I have administered shots before. I have needle training.
Great. What do you mean?
Well, when my mom was sick, I had to give her shots right in her belly. I would just close my eyes and go for it because it scared me, quite honestly.
That's scary.
Could you imagine going to get a COVID vaccine from Amy? She's like, okay, guys, sit down here. Okay, here's what you're going to get. You're going to get the Moderna. Now, let me warn you, I just close my eyes and go for it. There's no telling where this needle's going to go.
Yeah. My mom never whimpered or anything.
My guy, who I sat down, he was from Washington State, and he goes, okay, I'm going to count to 3, and then I'm going to hit you with this, just so you know what's coming. And he pinches my arm, and he goes, 1, and slams it in me.
Oh, jerk.
Well, on 3, I was for sure flinching. If you say something's happening at 3, it doesn't matter what it is, I'll be like, ugh.
But he had to say because you know it's coming. Like, so you know it's coming, then
Yeah.
he got you with the 1.
And you weren't sore at all?
Yeah, that's weird. It's
Maybe
weird.
like Superman or something. Everybody I've talked to is
Me
sore.
too.
I have, for the first time this morning, I thought maybe it was, but I don't really feel anything.
That's great.
Maybe this is your superpower.
Can you imagine, of all the superpowers, you wake up like, okay, everybody's got a superpower today. Eddie, you can fly.
Yeah.
Amy, you can see through walls. Bobby, you can take a shot with no soreness. Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Sorry, man. That's what you are.
This is the worst superpower ever. Russell Dickerson, Love You Like I Used to, Bobby Bones Show. Call us if you'd like. 877-77-BOBBY, BOBBY. Questions, comments, we'll take them next. In the next segment, a couple of things. One, Lunchbox did a segment, like a prank call. They cleared it and said, okay, let's play it. Then the guy called back and said, do not play this on the air.
Oh.
So we'll tell you what happened, and Lunchbox will somewhat recreate the call. Because we can't air it because the person got mad. So that's happening. And also, someone tried to bust into Lunchbox's kid's daycare. Have you heard this story?
No.
Yeah, security had to be called. It was a whole thing.
What?
So we'll do those segments next here on the Bobby Bones Show. So first, let's talk about the segment that we could not get cleared for air. Lunchbox, you called and tried to buy what?
Tom Cruise's house, the one that's for $40 million.
And what was the whole premise of the bit?
I used Tom Cruise movie lines and titles of his movies just throughout the phone call, just talking to the guy, trying to, see if he would catch on, and it was just a lot of fun.
How did you get to this guy?
So I found the listing on the website, and I did some searching, found his phone number, and called him up, and boom, answers.
Did he take you seriously?
Took me seriously, very professional, very nice, giving me details, and I was like, my wife and I were looking on last night, and we were trying to get out of the big city, and she says this is going to be mission impossible, but I'm determined to get this house for her. And I said, I have the need for speed, so I want to close this deal fast. And he's like, okay, yeah, we can do it fast, however you want to do it. And I was like, and I said, it's $40 million. He goes, yeah, so you're going to have to show me proof of your financials. And I said, so what you're saying is I need to show you the money. And he's like, it's no offense to you. It's not that I don't.
He wasn't catching on?
No. And he's like, it's not that I don't trust you or anything. And I said, no, I totally get it. So you're saying, show me the money. And he's like, yeah. And I said, no, say it with me. And he goes, show me the money. And he did all that. We did a bunch of Tom Cruise references, and I thought it was so fun. And I said, once we buy this house, I see this house, and it's saying, you complete me. And that was, and he was like, all right, cool. Well, thanks, man. And I said, I'll email you. And he was all cool. And then I guess a few hours later, he started having regrets, and he somehow went online, found Scuba's email, and hit up Scuba's like, hey, man, I don't want that played on air.
Scuba, what happened? What'd you see?
Yeah, so he just wasn't. Basically, he said that it wasn't his part of his business to do this kind of thing, and he didn't want to be involved in it in any way. So I had to kind of like walk him off a ledge and talk him into being okay with that we did it, but that we're not going to play it on the air. And he was eventually okay. He said, you guys probably do a cool show, but
we do.
But I don't want to be a part of this. And I was like, it's all good. I respect it.
Dang.
Yeah,
like
but
a
it was
good
funny.
one.
It was funny. It was pretty damn funny.
Was it?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I liked it.
That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes, though.
Oh,
you do a good one, it's so good you can't air it. That was the first part of this segment. The second part is what happened at your kid's daycare.
Yeah, he goes to daycare, and we get a message yesterday that a homeless man walked up with a rock and smashed a window. Like, the kids are in the room, and he just shattered the glass, and police had to be called and arrest the dude, and they had to get the kids all out of the room. And luckily no kids or anybody was hurt, but no idea why he was trying to break into the daycare. But the kids are all there, and the blinds are open, and he took a rock and just smashed the window, just shattered it.
They have no idea why he was trying to.
No idea.
Nobody got hurt.
No one got hurt. Now there's a board up on the window. He was arrested, and man, it's just it was a scary thing to get the note from the app saying, "Hey, we had an incident where
I don't think they would call everyone.
Well,
that's a lot of.
Wait, how big is this daycare? I think I would have thought they'd called everybody.
Yeah.
Like 10 people, 12 people.
Like, yeah, I guess there's like 15 in the classroom. So, I mean, I think it would take a while. So I think it's easier to just send it on the app. We had an incident, blah, 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 where a homeless man came and smashed the window out. No one is hurt. Everyone is safe.
Did you run up there?
I didn't run up there. I was like, well, everybody's safe. Cool.
He was like, I still got to get a nap in.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Remember when his kid was sick and he left his kid up there? Didn't they call you?
They called me. Well, see, I had a late night the night before, and they called me, and I knew he wasn't feeling that great. And they were like, he's sick. Can you come get him? But I ignored it because I needed to take my nap, and my wife was at work. She was in a meeting, so she couldn't go. But I knew if I could get a 45-minute, hour nap in, maybe 2 hours, it wasn't going to make that big a difference. He'd already been to school, so what's the big deal? And they called me like 5 times. Then I think they called Eddie.
Oh, they did. They called my wife.
They called you?
They called my wife. And then my wife said, well, you tell Lunchbox. And I'm like, well, he's home. He's not here. She's like, oh, great.
So you just ignored the voicemails over and over.
I just ignored the calls. Yeah, they would go to voicemail, but I was like, man, I'm sleeping, man. If I know what you want. You want me to come get him. But if I can just get this hour of sleep, I will be such a better dad when I go get him.
Did you try to justify it by adding that such a better dad?
Yes,
I did
of
tell him, I
course.
was like, I'm so sorry. I guess I fell asleep on the couch and I didn't hear the phone ringing. And they were not happy. They're like, you're supposed to get here within 30 minutes of us calling you. Well, sorry, I was busy.
Eddie, I saw you were cooking fish last night.
Yeah, not just any fish. The fish you brought me.
So what was the dinner?
It was fried halibut, beer batter fried halibut, dude, and it was fantastic. So this is the fish that you caught when you were shooting your Nat Geo show, and it's just amazing. I kept telling everyone, like, guys, this was swimming like less than 7 days ago.
What kind of wine do you have with fish last night?
What?
What kind of wine do you pair it with?
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Last night?
Yeah, of course.
You're not supposed to, he's not supposed to drink.
No, that
right?
was last week. You stop that right now. I drank the whole week. I did not drink all week last week.
Has it been a week?
Yes.
Okay.
It has.
Okay.
You stopped that, right? You tried to bust
That
me
was
on
good.
that.
He tried to walk you right into it. That was great.
But everyone knows, Bones, a little red wine with fish. That's what you do.
Saturday the 13th would have been the first day you were allowed to drink.
Yes.
Okay, so you didn't drink at all.
No.
You lost the bet last week.
Yeah, every single time. And it was funny because my wife never asked for margaritas. And last week she was like, I'm craving a margarita. Let's do a margaritas tonight. I'm like, I can't drink this week.
Okay, just checking on you there.
No, I'm a good man.
All right, Luke Combs, Better Together, Bobby Bones Show.